Hello, humanity. I'm getting my consistency back. I told you. I really had planned to come even earlier than right now, so I wouldn't have to be pressed. I once again had a lot that I wanted to talk about, but I got a slow start. How are you? How are you, humanity? Today is Friday. You made it through the week. It's almost the weekend, and hopefully you're paying a little bit more attention to you made it thus far to Friday for so many of you. It has really been a trying week, but you made it, humanity. You made it to Friday. Hopefully your weekend will be spectacular. It's gorgeous outside, absolutely gorgeous outside. I didn't do much in the way of cooking today, humanity. I'm actually probably going to have some takeout. There are a lot of your brothers and sisters. We had to put the foot to the pedal, the accelerator this week. It's been rather difficult for some of us, delays and unfortunates, but you know how that goes. But anyway, with that being said, so what I did today, and remember, humanity, a lot of the things, they might not be aesthetically pleasing. And, they may not be essentially just exactly like the things that you're so used to. But if you're anything like I was when I was in that recliner for 17, 18 hours, desperate. I mean, absolutely desperate for a solution, for a different way of relating to food. From someone that had literally taken 30 years. No, I didn't say 3 years. I didn't say 13 months. I said 30 years. Having a very, very unhealthy relationship with food. My absolute food nightmare was, and I still do. I love greasy French fries. I literally can eat French fries for 7 days out of a week, and sugar and just candy and what have you, and just having something, a lifestyle that allowed me to get over the cravings. If you've ever had cravings for sugar, you know what I'm talking about. I know it's redundant, but it really is true. I literally would eat a box. Some people can't even fathom that in their mind. I literally would eat a box of donuts, a bag of cookies and candy treats, and literally at the end of the day, I was still craving sugar. I mean, just literally craving it. I just wanted it so bad, and to not have those cravings anymore. And I was eating, like I told you, I was eating the equivalent of 4 adults. And usually at the end of the day, I was still hungry. I was going back and forth to the refrigerator all day long. I mean, just plate loaded up with food. I let it digest for me. It couldn't have digested, but maybe about an hour or so, if that. I was right back at the refrigerator looking for something else. So, needless to say, I don't want to do anything to hamper, and I have my reckless days, and I have a very, very long way to go. But nevertheless, it's nothing like what it was, and I haven't forgotten. I'm going to get you that. Get you that shirt where the literal size of it, if you cut it down the middle, it would have covered the circumference of a baby crib, a wide baby crib with no problem. And I was reduced to that. And I have a long way to go, but never in my wildest dreams would I think that I could go in the store and have pants that were too big for me. I still can't fathom that in my mind. And remember, humanity, like I told you, the lifestyle eating, nothing changed but my mind. I'm talking about somebody that loves food so much. I love watching other people eat, and now it's nothing to go to the refrigerator, and I'm not looking for frozen French fries. Well, a lot of times I still have my reckless days, but for the most part, I'm looking for broccoli, spinach, cauliflower, chickpeas, walnuts, pecans. And no, not to make a salad, but to make a cheeseburger, to make a pizza, to make some lasagna, to make a casserole. And those things, they're not new. They're not a new invention. They've been on the planet all along, but I just didn't know. I didn't know that I could still have cheeseburgers. I could have cauliflower cheeseburgers, walnut cheeseburgers. I could have all these things. My mind never even thought to even think in that direction. And you have nutritionists, you have people that eat clean, and they're just all over the world, and they've been screaming from the rooftops. But there are those of us that we didn't know, and we didn't want to know. But the eating lifestyle, if for most of us, if we stick with it, I think it can be beneficial while we're learning, because there's still so much yet to be attained and so much yet to be learned. Because I want to get on the other side of the homemade cheese. For so many of you, you get the plant-based cheeses, and just so many different things I want to get on the other side of. Well, anyway, with that being said, humanity, today I made some chili bread, and I was thinking about it before I came to you all. You all can go, and there are just tons of homemade pretzel recipes. And if you can, try to make you some homemade bread in advance, humanity, because some of you all have gut problems. And, with what I've learned thus far, that yeast and the free radicals, that can be a bit much. And I too, I really, I can get where I consume a lot of bread. I go to one of the fast food restaurants, and I got these great big old burgers with the buns. But for the most part, I try to make the homemade bread. So anyway, there are a lot of homemade pretzel recipes that are effortless, and you can eat 10 of them, and you're consuming nothing but oatmeal, water, and seasonings, and what else? It's been so long since I made pretzels. It lets me know that I need to make some more. But anyway, I was saying that to say, humanity, if you don't want to do the bread, which is the consistency of the same ingredients as a pretzel, you can just do the chili pretzel, spicy chili pretzels. If you don't want to just do your regular chili bread. So that's what I made today. I made chili bread, and I made mock chicken corn medley patties, and they are absolutely delicious. And what if this week has been really, really trying for you, and you're going to eat reckless, but you would like to eat chickpeas and lime and oatmeal and onions and what have you, but yet you'd like about 5 or 6 cheeseburgers or 5 or 6 mock chicken patties, and you'd like just maybe 5 or 6 pieces of bread and some salad, or maybe you like some deep fried turnips, however it goes. Isn't it wonderful to know, humanity, that the way the old way of eating used to have us, we can eat just a little bit more nutritious if we decide to. And then by all means, it's almost a weekend. Some of you have hectic schedules, some of you are pretty busy during the week, or some of you have health challenges where it's difficult to prepare food every day, and that's my problem. The meal prep. I eat the meal. I do one meal and put it in the freezer, and I've eaten it. It's supposed to be for the next day, and I've eaten it within the same day. So the meal prepping, make sure you have a lot of plastic or glass storage containers, so you can get on the other side of that. But anyway, humanity, all I did was I took 1 can of chickpeas washed and chopped. And here's something else, humanity. I didn't know that chickpeas are loaded with fiber and what else is that they're loaded with? Fiber and protein. Protein, ironic enough. I was surprised to know that chickpeas had that much protein in them, and a lot of people, they're really, really into the protein. So there's a lot of protein in, consider chickpeas when you're looking to get you some protein. You can always take the chickpeas and put them in the oven and bake them, and let them dry out, and then you can make your own protein powder. I don't know. I don't know. All the ins and outs of if they put something extra in the protein powder. I really don't know. But then here's another thing: the chickpeas are also they have quite a bit of vitamin B, B6, I think it is. And remember, I told you that they're on the channel. Dr. Eric Berg. You can go to his channel, and he talks about how. When you don't get enough vitamin B, that can be pretty harmful. But anything new or any new discoveries, humanity as it relates to health, always consult your physician. But anyway, so what I did was I took 1 can of chickpeas washed and chopped. I put in 1/4 cup of onions chopped, and then the medley is corn. You can get it in your grocers freezers. Corn with onions and bell peppers, and a few black beans. There are not a lot of black beans in the medley. I don't know if certain beans cause you problems if you have gut issues. But anyway, stay mindful of that. There's so little black beans in the corn medley that you can pick them out. So anyway, I put in a 1/2 cup of the corn medley, and like I say, it consists of onions and bell peppers and just a few black beans, and I put that in the bowl, and then I put in one what you would use chicken bouillon cube. Pay close attention to your sodium, but I didn't have any bouillon cubes, so I had chicken powder, and I love it, humanity. I know I need to. That's something else I need to get on the side of, because I really don't know the sodium content of that, and I really do think that I can mimic it. I think I can mimic it with, excuse me, I think I can mimic it with, excuse me, humanity. I really think I can mimic it with almond flour and maybe some baking powder, what have you. I don't know. But anyway, with that being said, I put in maybe 3 tablespoons of the chicken powder, and you can just use one bouillon cube, like I said. And then I use fish fry. I know. That's not clean living at all. But at any rate, and then keep in mind, I deep fried the patties, and that's not something that we're doing every day. But today is Friday, and you may want to do something just a little bit reckless. And so I deep fried the patties. So I put in maybe about 3 tablespoons of the chicken powder, 3 tablespoons of the fish fry, and then I put in 2 tablespoons of the chicken wing sauce. And remember, humanity, some of that wing sauce can really be hot in terms of temperature. So stay mindful of that. Mine is mild. I like spicy things, but you may not be able to handle all that. So anyway, with that being said, humanity, I put all those ingredients. 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, and yes, I put in 3 tablespoons of lime juice. I know. The old lady, I know you're saying. So now she's not using as much Italian seasoning. Now she's going in every time we turn around with the lime juice. I know. You have to give the old lady a little allowance. We indulge in certain things once we get a new discovery as it relates to food. But anyway, with that being said, humanity, I put all that together. I formed patties, and I put it. I let my grease get hot in the air. Oh wow, the deep fryer, and then I fried them. I put them in the oil in the net and the basket. I'm sorry. I put them in the basket and I deep fried them for maybe about 2 or 3 minutes, and then took them out. And like I said, I'm going to eat them with the chili bread. The chili bread came out good, and but that'll probably just be half of it because I really do. I think I'm going to have takeout, but I like the idea of having allowances. Can you just imagine humanity going from eating the equivalent of four adults, eating a box of donuts, a bag of cookies, and candy treats, and at the end of the day, you're still craving sugar. You still can't get enough to eat. Just back and forth to the refrigerator, back and forth to the refrigerator, and being able to take some cauliflower, some beets, some chickpeas or walnuts or what have you. Make you some burgers, make your pizza, make your meatloaf, whatever it is, and being satisfied. So that's something. But anyway, with that being said, humanity, I want to keep bringing us variety, trying various recipes, because the last thing that we want to do, those of us that are in the struggle, going out of the struggle, those of us that don't even know there is a struggle, to go back to eating the way we were eating, and having those cravings. Oh, wow, we really don't want to do that. So, anyway, with that being said, humanity, I got to go. So, I'm going to wrap this up real quick. But, I was watching something this morning, and they were talking about breakthrough. And I thought about us because, it really has been a challenging week. And, I got some things I got to get on the other side of. There's one thing in particular that I'm going to take my time with that. The world would conclude an impossible, insurmountable boulder for the old lady to try to get over. So I'm going to take my time with that. But there are some other things that need to get on the other side of ASAP, because it's not just inclusive of me. There are loved ones that are involved. So, if you had a trying week this week, your brothers and sisters on the side of you, behind you, and in front of you, as usual, we can relate. We're doing this thing. But anyway, when the speaker was talking about breakthrough, and they also touched on preoccupation. And I thought about the undesirables, the hurt, pain, and suffering. You know how they like to do it, and hurt, pain, and suffering. That's just, and I call them the undesirables. That's just the old lady putting a little humanness on it. But nevertheless, the pain is real. The suffering can be real, and it can be a bit much if you allow it to be. And always remember, humanity. And I'm just a regular lay person sharing. So at no point, at never any time, am I wanting to take the place of a clinician or someone that you need to get in and get some things under control for you if you need help. But anyway, with that being said, I'm talking about things that, with a little gut and grit and determination and perseverance, generally with time, there's a possibility that we can change it and get on the other side of it. So anyway, with that being said, the gentleman went on and they talked about breakthrough, and they talked about preoccupation, where you can just be so mindful and so focused on certain things. And I thought about that, humanity. I thought about how many of us this week, some of you right now, you're driving home, and if someone was to see your face, they would conclude that you were sweating, or you'd been out jogging, what have you, and they don't know. That's just water that's representing the trials and tribulations that you've endured. The tears are plentiful. The sorrow is overwhelming, and your pain is in overflow. But humanity, I wanted to say this with the preoccupation that we can give, and all of so many of your brothers and sisters behind you, on the side of you, in front of you. We know what it is to give the undesirables, hurt, pain, and suffering. Just give them all of our attention. If they could be representative of actual physical tangibility, slapping us on the side of the head, pushing us, and just doing the whole bully thing, right? And sometimes we get tired, humanity, and the weekend is coming upon us. And some of you, that's exactly that. That's the sentiment. of your brothers and sisters. And I didn't get a chance to mention it, but just like the weather, the trees, I have to mention it. Isn't it extraordinary, humanity, that there's over 7 billion of us on the planet, and we're all existing and coexisting under one address called Earth. That's always wonderful, always something to be grateful for. I know. Oh, lady, don't you know that there are a lot of individuals, our brothers and sisters, don't feel that way? That's all right. We'll loan them some of our get along until they get on board. Okay. And so, anyway, with that being said, humanity, the hurt, pain, and suffering, it really can. It can be. It can get an overflow where. You're preoccupied with that and the breakthrough. Maybe you're saying, well, old lady, where's the breakthrough? There's a calendar somewhere, be it in your home or if nowhere else, it's in the store. But nevertheless, it represents time, it represents days, it represents hours and humanity. From Sunday to now, there's something that you didn't take account of. You are so awesome, and you're still standing. You made it from Sunday to today, which is Friday, and everything that the verbiage and the vernacular that comes from the undesirables. You're not gonna make it. You didn't make it. You're not gonna make it. Just give it up. Just quit. You know how they talk to us. Harsh and disrespectful, and not acknowledging the awesomeness. And that if we get preoccupied with their lack of data as it relates to us. We're human beings, awesome and wonderfully and fearfully made. If we get too preoccupied with the big mouths, we'll call them that. We'll call them Friday big mouths. Well, how about that? If we let them talk and let them give their summations and summing us up as human beings, they're always going to leave out the fact that there's something so awesome in you, humanity. As hard and as bad as they hit you this week, you're still standing. And I know I'm not putting light on some of the things that you all have gone through, have literally been devastating. But there's one thing that must be said, and it must be acknowledged, because it's a truth, not a fallacy. You're still standing, and something allowed you, the awesomeness in you, to still stand. And so, with that being said, there was a breakthrough. The breakthrough is that you could have had your last appearance on Monday. You could have had your last appearance on Tuesday. You could have had your last appearance on Wednesday. Oh my, oh my. The undesirables could have had a unfortunate attention grabber. And Wednesday, you could have been your last appearance. Thursday could have been your last appearance. Hey, humanity, breakthrough came through for you, as awful as it is, and you may have a long way to go. You may have to deal with that thing for a long time. The solution may be way across the ocean, and the voyage, you're just getting started. And everything you see, there's no land, there's no island in sight. But at the end of the day, one thing is for sure: you're pulling your weight, the weight of taking the undesirables and looking that they're in your life, but yet they did not stop you. You made it, humanity. You had a breakthrough. You made it all the way into Friday. And I don't know, it's something about you, humanity. You're a human being. It is something about those human beings. They got that in them. You know what I'm saying? That won't stop and won't quit. You're still here. Hey, humanity, don't you quit. You got a breakthrough. You made it from last week to this week. Something tells me that 2025 is going to see you showing up and showing out. Cut up all weekend long with the undesirables with a simple stance. Keep standing and don't you stop and don't you quit. Hey, you ready? Take care of yourself. Bye bye.